Good morning and welcome to the ABS Talk Show. Today's episode is going to be about fur, and for that we're going to have two special guests. Please come in. So, our two guests today are Vanessa, which is a member of the PETA, and Ruxandra, which is... Please describe yourself to our viewers.
I'm a socialite and a fashion enthusiast.
So, as I said, today we're going to be discussing about fur, and to start off this little debate, just a quick question. Do you think that fur should be used or not?
Definitely not.
Definitely yes.
Okay, do you mind describing us why you think that is?
Oh, sure. Of course we should. I mean, why shouldn't we? Whether we like to admit it or not, fur is a big industry and it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And that's because, fur makes us look glamorous. It makes us look sensual, it makes us look expensive. Like, it makes you look like $1 million. I mean, not that you don't already look like $1 million.
Thank you.
But when you throw that fur jacket on, it just, it completes your look, you feel me?
Is it worth it for animal to suffer? Because, as you can see from the videos that we upload in our PETA website, they're suffering.
Yeah, but I feel like what you don't know and what a lot of people don't know is that luxury brands, they only purchase the fur from farms that are accredited. They're monitored 24/7, and that way the brands can ensure that the animals haven't been mistreated and that they've been well fed and there hasn't been a really brutal breeding process. And on top of that, right now we have this international law which requires every piece of fur, whether it's small like a keychain or whatever, or a full-length coat, they all should have a tag on them saying the country of origin and the species of the animal that the coat is made out of. So it's really traceable. I can trace the fur on my coat back to the farm, right? So it's not that.
But what's the point if you treat the animal right, but at the end you're gonna kill it, skin it alive, just for you to cover yourself?
That's a good point.
Well, it's just the same as it would be as killing them for food, And we have, we all know the Maslow's pyramid, where at the bottom we have the physiological needs, and that's food, staying warm, and all that, right? And so it's just the same. I don't understand.
I don't eat meat.
Good for you.
So what do you think? What do you propose we do? We can't just stop making fur after what you say.
There are many options. For example, there are synthetic fur, or you can also wear something that will keep you warmer. For example, synthetic nylon, because this is the era of technology. People can make warmer alternatives.
Yeah, but you're talking about sustainability. You're talking about sustainable fashion, synthetic fur. That's made out of polyester and nylon. Those are non-biodegradable materials. And on top of that, in order to make that fake fur, you have to use petroleum. And we all know that petroleum is a resource that is not renewable. So how is that better for the environment? It's not better at all. At least natural fur is biodegradable. And it can be sustainable if it's harvested the right way.
Yeah. How is that better?
But when you're slaughtering animals, the carbon that they produce when it died, it's gonna cause greenhouse emission. That's not any better than producing nylon. At least when we produce nylon with the oil, we don't kill animals, we don't harm any living beings.
Yeah, but you're leaving us without resources, so I don't see how that is better than...
Plus, we don't live in Siberia or somewhere above -30, so I don't see the point of wearing fur.
Well, maybe I'm going to Siberia. Why shouldn't I be using fur? Huh?
Okay, but don't you think that she said that there are alternatives and synthetic fur? If it looks exactly the same, it will make you look like you're worth 1 million, like you say. So why not that?
Well, it might make you look like you're worth 1 million, but, as I've mentioned, those sustainable alternatives that you guys were talking about, they're not the same as real fur, and, they cannot become family heritage like my coat here can, because I can have this for, for 30, 40 years. I can pass it on to my to my grandchildren and stuff. Whereas if I buy something sustainable, as she's mentioning, let's say I'm crazy enough to take her up on that idea, if I buy something like that, it's gonna wear out the next season. You know, I'm gonna have to buy one every season, and that's damaging the environment. And you know, a good friend of mine, you guys, I think you know him. He's the greatest designer of the century, Karl Lagerfeld. Yeah, right?
I've heard of it.
Well, he said he's been accused numerous times of using corpses in his collections for Fendi, you know. And he said, you know, in a meat-eating world that wears leather for shoes and for clothing, the discussion about fur is childish. And it is, because you guys are accusing us of killing animals, but then you should be accusing those meat eaters as well, but you're not, because you don't care about the chickens and the pigs as much as you care about rabbits and about foxes, right? So you're just, my lord, like, I mean, you're a bunch of hypocrites. Like, that's
we eat
all I
good,
have to say.
we don't eat animals for fur. It's one thing that's really bad, but we also don't eat meat, because we know, like, killing animals, like I said before, it's like the dead corpse of animal will produce like the carbon gas emission, so it's not any better.
Yeah, but you're not going after them as much as you are after us in the fashion
we do.
industry.
Sometimes we harass McDonald's and KFC.
Well, sometimes, you see, it's sometimes us, it's all the time, so there's a difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference, actually.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like we're not going anywhere with this discussion because we have two opposite ideas, so maybe we'll get that in the next episode. What do you think? Yes.
Yeah,
It's really frustrating. Honestly, I can't even deal with this anymore.
I know.
I can't do it.
Let's stop
They're a
here.
bunch
It's
of
better.
hypocrites.
It's better if we stop here.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.